see Noel Maitland just now. Noel have no little sorriness, no little regret, nothing. He's just walking through that corridor with the cuffs on his hand like a professional, like a dignitary.
Welcome back to MyView TV, the people's platform, the home of undiluted news, reviews, updates, and your daily dose of entertainment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in here to cheer for me. Everything what you see up my natural talent. Man, me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple, man.
Wagwan my people, hope everybody doing okay, hope everybody doing alright. Remember good me always tell you say, the news jam packed, so when you get in the morning, when you get in the evening. Yesterday I go some woman, I go down at the court and guess who me say. Now the police boy we kill the dolly, and I see the mother have one whole heap of thing for say. Shall I say some new things do you understand, but here ya.
Tell me where the body is. Jamaican superstitious where we put them off to Dunkirk or Meadow-West, and even if they can't hear us or whatever, we know we can go back to this spot and say hi or whatever it is. But my daughter just disappeared in the wind. Whether he is responsible or not, he is the one who took her from the house. Her blood was placed in his apartment. The forensic have it there to prove that she was in fact in the apartment. So now we'll have to talk. If him is not him know who did it.
This is Jamaica where nothing lasts forever. Me always tell you that. You remember when she just did that, how they wrote the blacker one, whole heap of people? The amount of people we see out there yesterday, you could have count them per one, and the bag of people never in the streets. And me I tell you the truth, but me I tell you this now, my people. I waste them time I got a court. Them I waste them time got a court and a bag of something. One if me alone think this way, you understand? Because all if the family missing, best believe this. You see the cell with him in a, never gonna put me next door to that the cell there. Because when I don't wipe out film generation around there, so me I go beside him, man. Me I tell you the truth. All if I know him, or him. But anyway, people, I can go into some more news. A 54-year-old man is one of two men charged with shop breaking and larceny, as well as receiving stolen property from an incident in Main Street, Priory Insane, and on Thursday. But hold on a bit there now. 54, when you're supposed to look for dead, a thief look for God prison, then all that makes no sense. I know somebody got in my view. You might just 54, man, ready for kick book it. Remember good. You understand? Gone are the days when people will eat good food and I live long. Those days are no more. Them are killing the processed food and them are tricking up on label about organic this and organic that. That the topic there for a different review. Let me just give you these details I know we are, man. Oral Willis, a merchandiser of Park Avenue in St. Anne, was charged alongside 28-year-old Damel Johnson, otherwise called Chileman, a fisherman from Park Avenue in St. Anne's Bay. Report introduced him that about 11 p.m. a woman locked her bar and left the premises. Upon her return, she realized that the bar was broken into and assorted liquor, 2 roulette boxes along with cash receiver and a receipt dispenser was stolen. The estimated value of a stolen item is $300,000. An investigation was subsequently launched and both accused were apprehended during an operation where the items were found in their possession. Johnson and Willis were later charged. Their court date are being finalized. But I worry yourself, people. I'll slap them begin slap with me. I don't know that. Anyway, now paper news and our company news. Me know the supposed to wonder how big shootout go around in my view yard yesterday. And I'll know him not come talk about it. Cool no man. Just cool and wait no man. Me nah let's tell me nah rush the news. I find little crosses girl picture so they can't see who the two clown never fight over. Me say too much of a clown have gone these days around up and down. All about the place. Anyway now, I can give you the story. Bobby Speng never come back from prison. Popeye. Everybody's supposed to know Popeye. Him should have get slapped before him reach round there. But the reach round there do him time and come out back. And guess the first thing him decide for do. Go right up a black street. Go take away killy girl. And killy one of the top shooter them up a black street in a people. So him just have it down a scheme and just ram it and 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 ram it. And kill it with wood. And guess okay and get it back. Guess okay and get it back. So the man decides to watch the man, we're going to war over this. We're going to war over this. So, the war start, people. So Scheme and Black Street man, them a war because Popeye decides him, look at this a close speed here. People, keep back and relax because bloodshed after bloodshed after bloodshed is coming. Police in St. Anne are facing an increase in murder this year when compared to the corresponding period last year. According to Senior Superintendent of Police Dwight Powell, commanding officer for St. Anne, domestic dispute are among the leading cause of violence and killing in the parish.
We are now at 33 murders when compared to 20 last year this time. Despite the increase, we are doing everything humanly possible with what is the resources that is at our disposal to ensure that this parish remains relatively safe. When we disaggregate those 33 murders, so we are getting a vast amount of our murders from conflict domestic situation. We have been speaking about it. We have taken those meetings to the community. We have engaged our various partners to find mitigating measures with a view to see how best we can curtail domestic conflict situation murders.
People, we know so the guy is supposed to white though, because I say, but wait there. And just the other day, Lean Billy come and say crime done. Me always tell you say, him don't know what my chat say no people, because even the Chamber of Commerce, them come out and attack.
We are very concerned as with any other citizen. In fact, as a justice of the peace, we also had one of our members in the Brownstone area that was recently murdered. So there is general concern with respect to an increase in the murder rate in the parish. But of course, we continue to work closely with the security forces, not just from the St. Anne Chamber of Commerce perspective, but from the Justice of the Peace, the St. Anne Justice of the Peace Association perspective, to see how we can minimize some of these incidences. But it is obvious that we will need a general consensus right across Jamaica to deal with this scourge of violence that's impacting us. The numbers and the data would suggest that they were effective, because during these periods there were actually reports of a reduction in the crime rate. But I think we also need supporting elements. There are key legislations, for example, the new enhanced security measures that was announced some times ago that needs to be implemented. These are really frameworks that gives the police force specific powers to deal with criminality outside of the SOA.
So anyway now people, we move from St. Anne and we're going right in a St. Elizabeth. We don't know chin una in a sense. If always come and chat some nonsense, I this to say.
St. Elizabeth Division, as at now, we are the third lowest in terms of murders across Jamaica, which is 1.6% of the murders committed across Jamaica are committed in St. Elizabeth. In addition, we are the fourth lowest number when it comes to shootings, which is 3.1% of the shootings committed across Jamaica. With the limited resources available to the JCF, if we are, let me just be very specific, if I, as commanding officer, apply for a curfew, it will not be supported by the High Command based on our numbers, because there are other policing activities that we can use outside of curfew and cordons and SOE and other those high resource operations that can be used to contain the crimes that are committed in the division.
Chin, I want real chat him out. Look how them all kick him out of St. Elizabeth soon and very soon. So what I said and I mean what I said. You know me already. And now take it back.
I am hurting right now and I'm also upset. Honestly, I'm not gonna hide it. I am very much upset. Seeing Noel Maitland just now. Noel have no little sorriness, no little regret, nothing. He's just walking through that corridor with the cuffs on his hand like a professional, like a dignitary, speaking to each other, speaking to
his colleagues.
People. You understand me? And I can't see this man being locked away for almost a year for a crime as this, and he is just the same Noel. You understand? Amidst that, the system, the justice system, I think, have enough evidence to put away Noel. The forensic evidence is there, the technology is there, everything they want is there. And let me tell you something, I am not going to be going back and forth with them, dragging this thing out. We need justice, and we need justice like from yesterday. We have to get justice. I can't be with this anymore. I have to be on 11 pills per day and more, because I don't even count my pain tablets in there. I have to be on methotrexate. I have to be on prednisone. I have to be on folic acid. All of these pills flaring up my rheumatoid arthritis because of stress. Doctors can't do nothing for me anymore. People might see me look like this today and say, oh, Mommy Sophie, you look well. I am blown up because of the steroids that I'm taking. I am dying slowly. And Noel is happy. He is happy. Now I need to know why and what is keeping Jamaica justice system from putting away Noel Maitland.
The delay is causing you undue stress.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh God. Oh God.
So your desire right now is just for the matter to speed up?
It needs to. It's hard. Almost a year. And all my daughter said to me is, Mommy, when she called me on the 12th of October in the morning, on the 12th of July, I should say, she said, Mommy, feed China, that's her dog. Don't worry to walk her, I will come and walk her later. It was only 10 minutes. 10 minutes after FaceTime with her brother, I tried to call this little girl, and when the phone refused to pick up, her brother said, Mommy, it was less than 10 minutes I speak with her. And that was it. That was it. A little after 4 in the afternoon. And that was it. I hear nothing else from Donna. The phone technology showing that the brother spoke to her in the Chelsea manner. Not exactly the apartment, but it is in the Chelsea area. We're not thinking that she's going to be on the roadside opposite the Chelsea apartment. That's what his lawyer would want us to believe when he was telling the judge on the 9th of February. My lady, the phone technology show us that the phone was in the Chelsea area, but that don't mean it up to be at the apartment. It could be 10 miles away from the apartment. What would she be doing wandering 10 miles away from the apartment? It is obvious and it's clear that the phone was there, and that's why Fitz Bailey, when he spoke about the whole thing, if you notice, if you go back and play the clip, he did not say it was alleged that Donnelly was murdered in the apartment. He said, based on forensic and technology, Donnelly Donaldson was murdered in between the hours of 4 and 8. He even gave the exact timing of when it happened. He did not say it is alleged, and they know it. The system know what is going on, and I want the system to know, please do not cut this one out. The system need to know that me, Sophia Log, understand I did not get any college degree, and I'm glad, because if I did, I would be a mad woman. I couldn't contain the knowledge from the college. So they need to understand that I know that they know what happened to my child. And I am not going to stop. I am not going to stop. I can proudly tell you guys, I am a Jamaican citizen. I've never committed a crime. None of my children have ever did. And this time around, I need justice, or this place will be upside down.
You just spoke of Noel lack of remorse based on his expression.
Yes.
Did you have a good relationship before this incident?
I'm not gonna lie, I never liked Noel from the get-go. I never liked Jamaica, I never liked this boy for my child. So I always tell her I don't want him at the gate, so he would park opposite and wait on her. And if she's leaving, she would sneak and pull the grill or walk to the back to meet with him. But I went away, and when I returned home sick. And that was where he took advantage of me, because he would call to check up on me, to ask how I'm doing. And you know, you are sick, so your energy just gone a little down. And I would say I'm not doing bad, and he would say, you take your medications. I say yes and all that. So then he started to come down with a loud sound, because he thought I wouldn't have said anything to him. But I cook and Noel eats. She cook every Sunday, Noel eats. Noel called me Mom. I never hear him say Sophia. Mom is the name that he called me. Tell me where the body is. You know?
That would make you painless, is that it?
It wouldn't have been less, but I would have a little form of closure.
Okay.
A little closure, you know. You have your loved ones at Jamaican superstitious where we put them off to dove cut or meadow rest. And even if they can't hear us or whatever, we know we can go back to this spot and say hi or whatever it is. But my daughter just disappeared in the wind. I can't even drive my car no more. I have to have my brother or my son or my son's father to take me around.
So you're appealing to Noel to find in his heart if it's him who is responsible to say where the body is.
Whether he is responsible or not, he is the one who took her from the house. Her blood was placed in his apartment. The forensic have it there to prove that she was in fact in the apartment. So now we'll have to talk. If it is not him know who did it.